Greetings from the land of OP. I am Rob the OPGamer, and I am bringing you another episode of my Build Spotlight series. Woo! It's been a couple weeks since I did a Build Spotlight. Oh, you fucking thing. God damn it, I started fucking OBX graphic capture. No. Allow that. Allow, thank you. Fucking AVG. The fucking second I started goddamn... Whatever, gonna roll with it. Updated OBS and AVG's like, oh no, something new, shit. Okay, so, it's been a little while since I've done a Build Spotlight. Job happened, work happened, shit happened, things happened, blah, 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 stuff and blah. So I have been playing, no, excuse me, in my off hours, I have been playing the new mod pack on Feed the Beast called Agrarian Skies. Praise the road. What the fuck does that mean? What is that? Oh, well, I punched it. That's weird. I've been playing the Agrarian Skies mod pack with my friend and server admin Xavier McMage and his girlfriend, and we've been having kind of a blast with it, and I've decided to do a few build spotlights in regards to it. You can see I'm in creative mode. Obviously, I'm flying around my platform, floating in the void here. As always with my build spotlights, this isn't a real playthrough. I'm not actually doing this to play it. I just want to show you guys some really cool builds you can do with it. Some things that I like to do that are my favorite ways of doing things, so I'm going to show you what I've done so far in my actual playthrough. Maybe I'll pop on there in a second here and show you the actual results of it. So I'm going to grab a builder's wand, because I am doing this legit. We are having an actual game here. And I'm going to show you today basically how I got power going. Free power sources are always good, and what I want to do, what's this, large blackstone bricks? Sure, let's go with that. Blackstone. Large blackstone bricks, there we go. Now my wand should recognize that. Cool. So basically what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show off this really awesome way of getting power that I like, personally. Xavier has decided that he is going to make a tree farm. He made a tree farm set up to automatically smelt charcoal, and what happened was that smelts charcoal and feeds some steam dynamos, which is a really cool way of doing things. Don't get me wrong, I like it a lot. I went with lava power, so I'm going to show off that build. If anybody wants to see the tree farm build, I can do that for you maybe in a different episode. If anybody's like, hey, yeah, show me that, yeah, I'll get that in. We'll get that going too at some point. But for now, I'm just going to show off the lava thing. So I'm just going to extend this platform a little ways so we can have some room to build here. I think that was a lot. No, it's about even. I'm just going to eyeball it here. I'm not going to count. It doesn't really matter too much if it's exact. I'm just getting some space to build here for you guys. So this episode, I'm going to do some lava power, and then next episode, when we actually have power, I'm going to show off free infinite loots. And that's going to be the one I'm really looking forward to doing, actually, because I had a lot of fun actually making that our actual play. And I'll flop over to my actual game and show you guys that at the end of next episode when I do that build. So today we're going to start off with power. So let me get this platform extended here. I should probably put torches up or keep it daytime. Let's see, torch, yeah, torch, there we go. So we'll get some torches here. Let's hit F7 so we can see where shit can spawn, and I'm just going to start planting these every couple, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. That's probably about good. Oh, they've already started spawning. Ha! They're like, fuck you, Rob, we're going to get going right now. So let me get this lit up, guys, and get rid of these monsters. I'll be back. Well, that was kind of annoying having to kill off all those fucking monsters. So basically, for those of you who don't know, Agrarian Skies is a new Skyblock map. It's from the Feed the Beast launcher, and what it does, it's kind of like the old Feed the Beast map in which you have nothing in the world except for what you spawn. Hey, a node, look at that. Whoop. Except for what you make. But instead of feeding the beast, you get a quest book, and if you open up the quest book, you basically start with your quest book and your platform with your chest from Owner Essentials, at least in this version. When I started my actual playthrough, my real game, it said Jaded Cat. I know that she had a hand in it. A few other people did. You start with a chest, a couple of little books, open blocks, basic materials, and this is Tinker's Construct, and Mariculture book. I have no idea what that's all about. You get a quest book, but I had when I loaded into the world. You get a couple pieces of flint, 3 stacks of bone meal, 1 of each kind of sapling except a jungle sapling, and a hopper. I don't know if you get the hopper or not. I don't remember starting with that in my real playthrough when I did an actual gameplay. But the idea is you get a little bit of dirt, an infinite water source, and you go to town with what you have. And if you open the book...
It has been a horrible 10 years. Code wizards meddled in the balance of nature and released hordes of monsters from other dimensions on an unsuspecting world. Not satisfied with just destroying the human life,
Spoiler alert.
the monsters rampaged across the world, eating everything they could find and leaving nothing in their wake but empty void. The great mage trio Dusk, Vizsui, and Scott approached you with an offer. They had just enough power to protect your home and a small amount of land from the final devastation. In return for their protection, you agreed to collect the materials and resources the creators would need to remake the world once the hordes retreated back to the Hell Realms. The great trio cast their spell to protect you, while the magician way of flowing time forced the evil armies into submission and ordered them back to their dimensions. Upon waking up, you find that the creators, the Jaded One and the Cute One, have left a small amount of supplies to get you started. They apologize for not being able to give you more. If you complete the tasks assigned, you will receive more rewards to help you in your mission. It is up to you to recreate the world, to provide a home for the poor, lonely creatures left alone and homeless, to repopulate the planet. To this end, the Jaded One has compiled a list of the many items and fluids that will be needed. This book will magically update your progress as you complete quests, and may at times have new quests added if she sees she missed a requirement. To start, punch tree, get wood.
So it said, where was it? It said had, and the narrator said have in the book. Creature left. Well, I saw it. I don't know if you guys... Oh, there it is. The Cute One had left, and the narrator said have. Ha! Click to get started. So you can see there's a few things in here. These things are locked because you haven't gotten there yet. So you just click on it. And you got 2 lives to start with. Currently died 0 times. Click here for more info. Party, you're currently not in a party. Click here to open party window. Quests, 132 total, 11 unlocked, 0 complete, 11 available. So you click this, and it says, alas, all has been lost. You are the sole survivor of the devastating tragedy. Survivor S if you're doing this with a group of people. Now it's up to you to rebuild the world and create a new community. Which one can flourish again? Starting with only this little sky block created by omnipotent goddesses, the Jaded One and the Cute One, who choose to abandon you after this final act of mercy with nothing more than a book. This book filled with quests to start on your journey. You must first get a grasp of the basics of survival in the brand new world. 27 quests in total, blah, blah, blah. Open, and then it leads you through everything. This looks a little bit different in my version. These two are over here. I'm not really sure how this works out, but you can say, open the book, and it tells you, get wood. You get 1 wood plank, and you get a reward, and you get a pick, and blah, 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 and so on and so forth. That's just how you get started. I just wanted to let those who aren't aware of how to play the game, Once you've progressed a ways, I'm not going to show you every step of the way. That's not what this build spotlight's going to be about. If people want to see a let's play on me doing Agrarian Skies, maybe Xavier and I could do that. I'd be willing to go through with that. Do little cut up let's plays of it. But for now, I'm just going to show off build spotlight. Once you get a little ways down the tree here, you can right click to back up a page. You go through this, and as you progress, you unlock more and more rewards and more things you can do. Eventually, you get to the point where you're getting string and making sieves to get these broken ores right here. And this broken ore is exactly what we're going for. You progress through a... Let me get a sieve here. You progress far enough... Oh, no. Sorry, we're not going to do a sieve. We're going to do power source, which is going to involve... basin? No, crucible. That's it. So these crucibles here from Ex Nihilo. Nihilo? I don't know how to pronounce it. Sorry if I'm butchering that. I doubt I'm going to get in trouble because it's not like I'm popular enough for these mod authors to look in on me. But hey, whatever. You have to make an unfired crucible and then cook it in a furnace. So this guy's recipe is 7 of these polished porcelain clay, which is 1 clay and 1 bone meal. And you get that by making a barrel. One of these kind of barrels, also from Ex Nihilo. And it's 3 planks on either side, 6 total wood planks, and a oak and wood slab. And you place this guy on the ground, doink. And what happens is, you take a cobblestone. Once you've gotten to the point where you've got cobblestone, you get a hammer, a wooden hammer, a stone hammer, an iron, gold, diamond hammer, whatever. You're probably going to start with wood, because these guys' recipes is 2 sticks, 2 sticks, there we go, and 2 whatever material you're making it out of. Since it's a wood hammer, it's 2 wood here. If it was the stone hammer, it'd be 2 cobblestone. And you... Oh, shit. There we go. So you put the barrel down there, and if it rains, the barrel will fill with water automatically, but I'm just going to fill it up manually. You can also bucket it if you want to. I'm going to update my game mode really quick. Game mode 0, just so I can show you guys how this hammer works. You just pick this up with the hammer, and when you smash it, it turns into a gravel. Look at that. So now we have a gravel, and you can turn the gravel into sand. Sand! And then you do it again, and you get dust. And then you right-click the dust into the barrel of water. Look, now it's a clay block. So you got a piece of clay, and you can punch that bad boy, and you can get 4 clay, just like if you mined it out of a river. So let me update my game mode again really quick here. Go back into creative, just so you guys know how to get the clay. And a bone meal obviously is going to come from monsters. You can also use a sieve. Sieve. This guy is made out of 2 planks, 2 sticks, and 2 silk meshes, which are 9 string. And that's also, you also get string by progressing through the book. And you can go down here and you can do a sieve. And the crucible, you cook this in a furnace to get the, you cook the unfired one in the furnace to get the regular crucible. The sieve is really cool because if you take gravel, and you stick it in here and you right click it a bunch, it will sieve it and you will get stuff out of it. So there's broken ores right there. I got a flint and I got a quicksilver drop and I got a broken aluminum ore. With these, you take 4 of them to make a gravel ore, and you can get your metals and stuff that way. I accidentally put one in here, so I'm just going to get this out. Another quicksilver drop. Cool. If you sieve the sand that you got, if you hammer this twice, obviously you can get sand stuff, sand-related things. So you'll get materials that way. It didn't pop. It doesn't always pop something. It's not a 100% guaranteed chance of getting something out of it. But if you do the dust, here's the really cool thing. If you do the dust, tin dust, oh, that's just regular dust after you smash the sand with the hammer. If you grind this guy up, you will get, well, sometimes nothing, but usually you can get stuff like redstone and glowstone out of that, but you can also get bone meal that way. Sometimes you'll get bone meal by sieving dust, or maybe it's dust, because I have a shit ton of it on my regular playthrough. So those are 2 ways. You can either spawn monsters in a dark corner of your platform to get bone meal, or you can sieve the dust to get bone meal. Either way you do it is totally fine. But basically what happens is you place down one of these crucibles, and this guy has to be receive some form of heat. You can use one of 3 things, and I'm going to show all 3 of them off really quick here. Netherrack. Netherrack is gotten in a stone barrel. Let me get a stone barrel really quick here. This guy is going to be the same recipe except for it's stone. 6 stone and then 1 stone slab, and you can get a barrel. And what happens here is if you fill this guy with lava, doink, and then you apply a redstone, and by apply I mean right click, doink, that's how you get netherrack, just like that. And then you can right click this guy to get it out of there. So you can get netherrack, and you can do this, or you can put a bucket of lava. And those are the 3 ways to heat this crucible, because the crucible has to be heated in some fashion. Okay? So I'm going to get a flint and steel really quick here, and I'm going to... The reason I did netherrack right there, by the way, is because netherrack burns forever. You can use fire, you can use a torch, or you can use a lava pool, and that's the 3 ways to do it in order to operate these crucibles. Okay? And then what happens is, this is free lava. What happens is once you get your cobble gen going on, 1, 2, 3, 4. As soon as you get your cobble gen going on, you will have cobblestone out the ass. And, well, God, that would hurt. And then you put them in these crucibles, turn them into lava. So I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, makes 1 bucket. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you'll see here in a few moments, I'm just going to watch these really quick. You know what? I'm going to sit here really quietly for a minute, and I'm going to watch these on camera, and I'm going to maybe just speed this up in actual gameplay really quick here so you can see how fast these go. I know that the lava one goes a lot faster than the torch. It's actually going down pretty quick already, to be honest. But I don't know how fast the fire one goes, if the fire one's faster than the lava one or not. Let's see. So here in post, I'm going to edit this so that the speed is going really fast, like ×4 speed or something like this for these lava to melt here really quick. And I'm going to record a quick little voiceover here to let you guys know that this sort of a build is not exclusive to the Agrarian Skies mod pack. You cannot do this. You cannot just do this in Agrarian Skies. You can use this in any playthrough, in any mod, in any gameplay in which you have this mod installed. You need Ex Nihilo and you need thermal expansion is what we're using for this primarily. So as long as you have those mods, you'll be all set to go. Wow. So it turns out that the fire was the fastest. Interesting. You can see that the level of the lava inside is a lot lower than this one. This one is still cobblestone. This one hasn't gone down even to the lava level yet. Basically, it melts the cobblestone into lava. When you very first get to the point where you're making lava, you're probably going to be using a torch for your first little bit. But if you got the ability to make fire, do it. Apparently, that's the best way. I'll probably switch to fire in my regular playthrough because that's a lot quicker. So I'm going to punch these out of here. Apparently, first I'm going to make a giant lava sink underneath my base there. Oh, well, that's cool. We'll punch that out, because we're done with this. So basically what happens is, did I make a giant lava? Nope. Okay, cool. It's not going down. So basically what I do is, when I made power, I took a crucible, and I did lava, but obviously fire's faster, so plan on doing fire if you're going to do this in your actual playthrough. But I'm just going to show you the way that I did it in my regular... fuck it, let's do netherrack, because that's the fastest way to do it, just so I can show you guys a little bit easier. And then what we're going to do is I'm just going to come over, let's say just right here, it's fine. It doesn't really matter where I do it. This isn't a real playthrough anyway. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10... 9? Let's do 9, whatever. It's not a big deal. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In my regular playthrough, I set up, I think, 16 of these, and it's way more than I ended up needing. And with fire instead of lava, I did lava in mine. That would even make it not even needing that much. So here we go. We're going to do fire, and I'm going to do this like a bank system. So we're going to set this up like this, just so it looks kind of cool. Just to be kind of neat about things. Not really absolutely necessary. And then we're going to do this guy, and we're going to place our crucibles along the top here. And then how I did this for infinite lava, yeah, we'll leave that there, why not? Is I went ahead and I got an Igneous Extruder. And this guy is going to be from thermal expansion. He is crafted with a piston, a machine frame, 2 tin ingots, a pneumatic servo, and 2 of any kind of glass. The servos 2 iron and 2 glass, or 2 silver and 2 glass, or 2 tinker's alloy or bronze and 2 glass, or 2 iron bar and 2 glass, or 2 steel, or 2 aluminum ingots. I don't know when all those alternative recipes were added. It used to just be 2 iron. Hey, whatever! Who cares? The machine frame is going to be 4 steel or 4 iron in the corners, 4 of any kind of glass, and a gold ingot in the center. And apparently you can use aluminum. Sweet. Piston is your standard piston recipe. 3 of any kind of plank, 4 of any kind of cobblestone, 1 iron and 1 iron ingot and 1 aluminum. Or sorry, 1 iron ingot and 1 redstone. Aluminum for an alternative right there. Or you can use a milk bucket and non-sticky piston to get a regular one, because apparently that washes the sticky off the sticky piston. So when I did my setup, I did one of these guys. I went doink, and I had item ducts, because these are also from thermal expansion. You can use either the regular ones or the opaque ones. You can use any item duct you want to. The regular one is 1 hardened glass with 2 tin ingots. The hardened glass, of course, is 1 pulverized lead or 1 lead ingot with 8 pulverized obsidian dust, which is pulverized from obsidian in your pulverizer from thermal expansion. Get you 2 of those, and 1 recipe of 2 tin gets you 6 of those. If you don't have the machine, and you don't care about having clear item ducts because you can see what's running through these guys, you can make the opaque version, which is just a lead ingot in the center of 2 tin instead of doing the glass and having to power that. Impulse item duct is you take 1 regular item duct and you melt glowstone. You need 200 millibuckets of glowstone to get 1 impulse item duct in the fluid transposer. You melt the glowstone down in a magmatic crucible. Those are also thermal expansion machines. Energized glowstone is 250 millibuckets per 1 glowstone dust. So it's a little more than 1 item duct per glowstone. Full glowstone gets you 1,000. So you can see right there. You also get glowstone from doing the sieve with the sand that I was doing earlier. Or no, I'm sorry, from the dust. And that'll do that. And again, this is the same as the item duct recipe that I just showed you a second ago. Or you can use the opaque version in the exact same fashion. 200 millibuckets gets you the item duct. Then the difference is that things just flow really fast through the item ducts. So I'm going to use that for the example purpose here because that's what I'm using in my playthrough. I just set this to cobblestone. Just leave it the way it is. And then you can item duct in your cobblestone into these guys. They only accept input from the top, so when you're making your build and your playthrough in your Agrarian Skies map, keep that in mind. These will only accept cobblestone input from the top. Make sure to grab a crescent hammer, a crest, there we go. So I'm going to grab my crescent hammer here and wrench that guy once so he's outputting, and then we're going to grab a lava bucket, lava, doink, and we're going to grab a water bucket, which we start with water, so that's cool. And now we're going to be making cobblestone, and he's going to be automatically outputting them in the item ducts. And what I like to do, in this mode, he's going to fill up one after the next. So he filled up this guy, and now he's going to fill up this guy. And as this uses it, he's going to hit him first. This guy's prioritized first. This guy's prioritized second. This guy's prioritized third, but when they fill up, he's not going to care. If you want to make sure that they each get cobblestone in a very, very even fashion, don't target the arrow center section here. See where the hitbox is around this guy? Target the center pipe section. Right-click this 3 times. It'll go into orange mode. It says round robin mode. What this means is he will automatically put one in each acceptable inventory, one after the next. So now that one will come in there, that one will come in here, this one will come in there, that one will go down here, the next cobblestone's going to go here, the next cobblestone's going to go here, and even though they're not full, it's making it so that you get cobble in each one so that they can all start melting down. Once all these inventories are full, you can't really right-click to see these don't have an interface, but once these all fill up, they are going to stop pumping cobblestone, and this guy will jam up. You don't have to worry about him jamming up, because as soon as this melts down enough cobblestone that lava is out of there, then it will have more room, and it will be able to accept more cobblestone again. This is free, infinite lava. You don't have to do anything with this ever again. What we're going to do next is we're going to take some fluid duct, and this is the exact same way as the item duct, in that you can do a clear version with hardened glass and 2 copper. So remember we did 2 tin for the item duct? Do you see that copper just go by back? That meant he had nowhere to go. So these are going to go out, and if any can't be put in, they're going to come back. See him coming back? Zoop! Awesome. So don't worry about it. The item duct smart enough to figure itself out. So instead of doing tin for item duct, you do copper, you get a fluid duct. And just like with the opaque version where you can't see through it, you can't see what's inside of it, you can use lighting it instead with 2 copper. That'll get you 6 of those. Again, for this playthrough, so you can all see this happening, I'm going to use the regular ones. And then what you can do here is these fluid ducts will automatically bring out everything. I'm going to use a tank. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to use a tank. I'm just going to pump them straight into a power source. That's what we're going to do next. Yeah, redstone and leadstone. Wow. I'll show you both these here in a second. And then what you got to do is you got to get a servo. And we're going to right-click every last one of these guys with a servo, which means that you need 1 servo per every single crucible that you make. If you make 9 crucibles, like I just did, you need 9 servos. If you make 20, you need 20 servos. And this is what we just saw a second ago to make one of these. If you don't want to do servos, you can instead do a lever. That'll work just fine. And you can just use a lever and give it a redstone signal, which is a lot cheaper, obviously. But that I like for compact building, but it's totally up to you. You could put a cover maybe on top of these pipes here, and then put the lever up above, or however you want to do it is fine. And then as soon as we right-click these to output, it's going to be dragging the lava out of every single one of these. Look at that. The pipe instantly filled with lava. Ha, men! Free infinite lava forever! And then you saw the cobblestone start to run around out there, which means it's bringing out more cobble to be melted down. This is free and infinite. Did I mention that part? Free, infinite, ha! So we're going to get magmatic Dynamo. And I'll get rid of that because we don't need that anymore. And I'm going to get an energy cell. Let's go with a cell here, right like this. Cell! Here's a leadstone. Here's a redstone. I'm going to get the empty ones. This basically, the reason I'm getting both of these is so you guys can see the differences in tech here. And I'm going to just take, oh wait, I did need a fluid duct here. Fluid duct. Aw. So we're going to take one there. We're going to go down along here just because I don't really know where else to put these for now. Doesn't really matter too much. So I'm going to go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll do 4 on each side basically. So I'm going to get our leadstone conduit here, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to get the leadstone cell and put him on this end, and I'm going to go with redstone over here, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to get the redstone cell and put this here. And basically these magmatic dynamos run off of, they generate power off the lava. These guys are a tad expensive. They take Einvar, so you're going to take 2 Einvar gears, which is 4 Einvar ingots around an iron ingot gets you 1 gear, and then 3 Einvar ingots, and then a redstone, and then a transmission coil, which is a silver ingot and 2 redstone. And that's how you're going to make your magmatic dynamo. These guys are made by smelting an Einvar blend, which is 2 pulverized iron and 1 pulverized ferrous metal. But that's not how you're going to be getting it in this playthrough. As you sieve your shit, the easiest way to do it in this playthrough is as you do your sieving that I was showing you earlier, you're going to get your broken ores. As you pulverize those guys down with your hammer, I don't mean pulverize in the thermal expansion pulverizer, I mean pulverize by smacking it with your hammer, you will eventually get your dust for your metals. And if you have your smeltery going on, if you look in your little book here, you will eventually get to your smeltery. Smeltery is a lot closer than thermal expansion stuff, which is way down here. In this version of this book. In my version, my real playthrough, these are actually over here, but you start up here in this corner, so I don't know what the hell the deal is. But either way, as you progress through here, you'll get access to your smeltery. And so what you'll probably be doing is you'll be getting your broken ores, which will make 4 of those into 1 aluminum or 1 iron or whatever of the ore you get, and you'll probably just put them straight in the smeltery. So just keep in mind it's a 2-to-1 ratio, 2 iron to 1 aluminum of any kind. If you're using ores or gravel ores, do full ores. Don't do ingots, you'll fuck it up. But it can be put right in the smeltery and you can pour it out of the smeltery. So however you get your Einvar, that's how these engines are going to run. The leadstone is going to be 2 lead ingots, 6 redstone, and 1 glass. Get you 6 of those bad boys. And then the leadstone cell is going to be 3 copper ingots and 1 redstone conductance coil, which is an electrum ingot, which is in a thermal expansion machine called an induction smelter. You put a pulverized silver and a pulverized gold, or 2 ingots, and you get 2 of them out of there. Apparently you can also use sand and electrum blend to get 2 of those ingots. That's interesting to know. You can also do it in your casting table. You get molten electrum. Just put your silver ore or your gold ore, 1 silver ore to 1 gold ore into your smeltery, and you will get electrum ingots out of that way. That's probably going to be your easier bet before you actually have power and tech going on, so no worries there. Or you can smelt your electrum blend if you combine the dusts. I don't know if you can do that right off or not. Let's try that actually. Pulverized. No? Oh. I should probably put the U in pulver. Fucking god damn it. Okay, so these are the ones you get from pulverizing in the pulverizer machine from thermal expansion. These are the ones from Ex Nihilo that you will get from smashing with your hammer. So let's get a gold one. And let's get a silver one. There we go. Let's see if we can combine these straight on a crafting grid. Just really quick here. Just because I'm curious now, because I never tried this. So we'll right-click this guy. Can we combine these? No. Okay, so you will have to use your smeltery because that's how you're going to get these initially as you're playing through anyway. So no worries there. Just use your smelter, you'll be fine. Just 1-to-1 ratio gets you 2 of them. Keep that in mind. So that's how to do the leadstone. The redstone is going to be... you fill up 200 millibuckets of destabilized redstone in your fluid transposer thermal expansion machine into a redstone energy conduit empty to get a regular one. And to make this, it's going to be 2 of those electrum ingots we just talked about around the hardened glass we covered earlier. We'll get you 6 of those. For destabilized redstone, 1 redstone will get you 100 millibuckets. And you need 200 to fill 1 of these. So basically it's 2 redstone to 1 of these conduits. So if you make 1 full recipe of 6, you need 12 redstone to fill those bad boys. The redstone energy cell is going to be 8 total electrum ingots. And the way you do this is 3 electrum and 1 conductance coil, which is an electrum here. So that's 4 around the sides and 2 ingots around a full redstone energy frame cell. The full cell is 4,000 millibuckets, or 4 buckets worth, which is basically 40 redstone. Keep that in mind. 40 redstone, the magma crucible, will get you enough to put in this fluid transposer. Redstone frame cell empty will get you a full one. This guy is made out of 4 more of those electrum ingots for the hardened glass we covered, and a diamond in the center. The diamond you get by using the sieve I showed you in the beginning of the episode. You use the sieve with gravel. Gravel will get you a diamond at a very rare chance, as well as will get you sometimes emeralds, but that's not really important. And so all we do now is we just place these bad boys here, and place these bad boys here, and bow. We are getting free infinite lava and free infinite power. I just leave these running all the time, because this will be enough to keep these full at all times. Look at this. These guys already have lava in them. They're already all the way filled up. This guy's not full, but he's going to receive lava probably first. Because these guys are... Oh, these guys are filling up in the end here. Who's filling up right now? It will only fill up one at a time. This guy's filling up right now. But look how fast that's filling up. So you don't need to... These pipes are already down as far as they're going to go. This is how much is now flowing out of these. You can see that these are not all the way full anymore. This is how fast these pump you out lava. That is not a bad pace. Especially once they all fill up. That's plenty enough to maintain these guys forever. These guys will run forever off of free cobble, free lava, free power. Bam. Look how fast this power is filling up over here. Yes. Look how fast it's filling up over here. Ha, man, it's filling up faster. And the reason why this one's filling up faster is because these leadstone conduits can only transmit... let's look at thermal here. Leadstone conduit can only fill up 80 RFT. So actually, this is overkill. These can only transmit 80 redstone flux per tick a piece, which means this guy can only handle this engine, this guy can only handle this engine, this guy can only handle this engine, this guy can only handle this engine. But the thing is, he's now sending his power to him, sending his power on to him. So he's handling on this end, on the far end, he's handling this engine, he's handling 80. But he's handling 160 because he's handling this engine as well as what's coming from this pipe, which is this engine. So this is 2 engines in this guy, 3 in this guy, and 4 in this guy. But because they can't handle that much power, they are only allowing 1 engine apiece. You are totally wasting power right here. So the only way to make it so that this is efficient is to put one of these cells in front of each one of these guys. Unfortunately, one leadstone cell can only transmit 400,000 80 RFT send and receive maximum apiece. So he can only handle 1 engine apiece anyway in terms of sending. You could upgrade him to a hardened cell, which handles 400, which is in essentially 5 of these engines, which is by putting Einvar around that leadstone cell that we talked about earlier, or using it in your starting up recipe there. But then you would still need 1 conduit per engine. Much better to go with the redstone cell here because these hold up to 10,000 RF per tick, which is like 80 engines. And then they can handle all the power. So you can see he's already up to, about to cross the 1 million RF line right there. And this guy is still struggling along. He's almost full already, but he's down at 200,000, 250,000. So he's going a quarter as fast because he's only taking a quarter of these engines. Makes sense, right? Math, motherfuckers! Yes! This is going to conclude this build spotlight for your Agrarian Skies free lava, infinite power mod spotlight. I hope everybody enjoyed this. Next episode, I'm going to get into free infinite loots. Yes, and the reason I'm going to do that is because I'm going to need this power that I just set up behind me. Hope everyone enjoyed. Hope you all had an OP time. Make sure to like, favorite, follow, subscribe, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter, /Rob the OP Gamer for each. Peace!